So I've got the selector knob mounted. It ends up being obviously about that much taller than the factory, which I'm not crazy about right now, but I can change that later. It's also quite a bit of slop. It's about a 1/2 inch shaft where you tighten these set screws up, but it fits it snug. I got the wires routed down through the boot, and I use spiral wrap for protection. Easily comes off if I want to make any changes. 2 wires coming out. One of them is looking for 12 volts, and this one, from where I got the solenoid mounted, if it reaches that solenoid over there and plugs in, that's going to be near about perfect length for it. It's not going to be any slack left over. I'm going to wait till I get my hydraulic hoses around. They're going to route right under here in front of this gas tank, and I'm just going to tie wrap the wires to that during that time. One thing about the spiral wrap, I went ahead, the top of the shaft is around this area. I went ahead and spiral wrap, started it on the way down and slid it over and tightened it up. It's plenty tight. And got the wire in there, stuck it through the boot. No problems. Okay, it's time to do the electrical. Real simple. This plug plugs into the solenoid valve right here, and it's one wire. It's only one wire. They don't give you one for ground, so they're depending on the ground coming from the solenoid or either in this handle by way of the steel being mounted, so they don't have a separate ground. So all this needs is a 10 amp source. I'm not a fan of going to the battery because I don't want these switches to be hot all the time. So after about 30 minutes of research, and this is where the service manual comes in, and you're not going to be able to see the little bitty drawing, but looking for the optional work lamp, number 15. I don't have the optional work lamp, and I found it here first. Right here, this number, whatever number fuse that is, number 9, got a green wire, and if you notice over here there's a key switch, AC. So that little AC right there, I lost it. Right here, it's coming down, so that's telling me that's accessory, which means operated by the key. I got 3 things being fed, and losing focus here. So this wire runs over here to what's the optional work light, number 15. Notice they show male and female connector. All right, well, I found all that. Switch is built into the work light. That's how you turn it on, from what I'm seeing. And here's fuse box. And what's a shame is you see all this plastic in here that's empty. If they had supplied some hardware, the little bitty clips like you see in this number 3 right here, they say it's available. But without that special clip to go into the bottom up, it's useless to you. These even look like they would hold full-size ATC fuses, but you got to have the hardware for it. So remember, for the drawing, I'm looking for that number 10 amp. I think that's circuit 9. There's a green wire. Okay, I've already tested on the bottom. You can see the bus. The wires on the left are what's being switched, and that little zigzag piece of metal is the bus. That red and white is from the accessory from the key switch. So none of these 3 are hot unless you have the key on. Well, lo and behold, I walk right back here and find the harness, and it's taped up back here in the back. This one is my turn signal tail lamps. I took them off a long time ago, no use to me. So here's the 2 wires for the work light, hot in the ground. That green, I got to verify is that green the same green? So first thing I do is turn the key on and it gets hot. Is this indeed a ground? Yes, that's indeed a ground. Okay. Now how do I verify that that fuse is that one? So back over here, I pulled out that number 9 circuit. That is a 10 amp, just like that red one, which is what the WR long solenoid is asking for. And now I need to verify, does that test light burn? Turn the key on, it does not. Let me stick the fuse back in. So I've got this number 9 fuse back in, 10 amp, and it's burning off with the key. So all I got to do to get my power source, this one wire that's fell on the floor now, is connected to that green, and I am good to go. And I just got to route the other one with the hydraulic hose to plug in the solenoid. So excited I found that. It took about 30 minutes of research. All the wiring is complete. Got the cable plugged in, tie wrapped to the hydraulic hoses, routed. You ain't gonna be able to see it. It's behind the bar, going under the seat, and back to the joystick where it came from. And that would be the one I got marked green and blue. That's the 2-wire cable. The other one is a 12 volts going up to the joystick. And here's the end of the green wire from the joystick. Well, it's not a green wire, it's actually a red. The WR Long sends a really nice cable. It's actually covered, red wire with a nice rubber cover on it. You don't need any wire loom, but I elected to put some on anyway. I already had some of these male connectors. Remember, this is the factory work light I don't have, and this is a ground for it. So all I got to do is connect that to, and it's going to work. Got that connected, a little bit of tape. Notice I just ran up from here, factory clamp. You're not even going to know it's an aftermarket install. Get it jammed back here in this factory clamp and mash her back up. So it's like factory, all done. I have tested it from the push buttons, and the solenoid does click. All good. Okay, everything is hosed up, wired up, plumbed up, ready for the test. I've already tested it one time, but just to show you, I don't have the grapple yet. One piece at a time, Johnny Cash says. Got the third function kit. I did buy the hydraulic pressure test kit from WR Long when I ordered the third function kit. So let's give her a go and check the leaks. It did take a second for the oil lines to fill up. Of course, they're not going to be completely bled until they can get a full circuit down there. So which one am I connected to? I'm connected to the bottom one, which I hope is dump. I hope this is I hope this is open. I hope this is closed. If that's the case, then closed should be on my left right here. Let's see if I hit it right. I didn't. That's just a matter of swapping. So I'm gonna go with the other button. My gauge is jumping up there. Run down there and catch it. About 1800. Just dump it back the tank. It's leaving now, but I can't. It's not plugged into that port. So I'm going to do a little leak checking and wind this project up.